Welcome to our COVID-19 video. Hopefully this answers some of your questions and allows you to see some of the changes coming up. It's our sincere desire to return to corporate worship. And so on the next Lord's Day, we want to be very prudent and protect our fellow brothers and sisters while seeking to maintain the unity of the family of God. So on Sunday, May 17th, it'll be our first Sunday back at church. We will live stream the service for those who are not able to attend. We understand that not everyone will be able to attend the live service. That's okay. We do ask that if you feel vulnerable, if you are sick, or have contact with someone who has been sick, or if you're in contact with someone who's been awaiting test results for COVID-19, we would ask that you would remain at home and simply participate in the worship service with the live streaming service that we provide. We all know that social distancing is the new normal for all of us right now. So we ask that you continue to maintain those standards here at church. So it might affect the time that you come to church. It might affect how you use the restrooms and playground and how long you choose to stay and how you fellowship with one another. Facial coverings. We know this issue can be very divisive if we let it become so. However, it can also be an area where we learn to be humble and we can be loving to one another. There's three things we want you to know about face coverings from our perspective. One, only those in particular positions of service will be required to wear masks, such as the ushers and then the greeters at the doors. For others, masks are just simply optional. Two, we will have corporate singing. So we just want to make everyone aware so you can be mindful of those around you. Three, those who will be leading worship will have the option of either having a mask or not on stage. Just to let you know, I will be wearing a mask during fellowship and singing times, but will not wear one to preach. It's always our consideration of others that is most important in this area. We do ask that you please, if you are going to have a face mask or a face covering, that you please bring it yourself and that you also would be mindful of bringing your own sanitizing solutions. That will just help us up. In order to maintain the recommended guidelines, here are some temporary changes that we're putting in place here at Northside. So as you come from the parking lot, we will have someone who is having a face covering, but who will also open the door for you. Simply come in and welcome to the worship service. At the end of the service, if you find that no one is at the door, simply use your back to exit. As you come in, you can see that we no longer have set up for you any water, coffee, or snacks at this time. So please understand that we're not providing you your breakfast, lunch, or dinner at this moment. If you need to use the restroom, as you come in, and do what you need to do, at the end, however, we ask that you please come in, take the soap that is provided, lather for 20 seconds, use the full time. Then as you rinse your hands, we ask that you would take the provided paper towels. You can dry your hands, and then we ask that you would hold on to the paper towel. So as you leave, you can use it to open the handle. Receptacles are available right outside of the restrooms. We also want to let you know that we right now will not have nursery, childcare, or children's church at this time. As you come into the sanctuary, you will notice that we are not handing out bulletins or anything that says to keep our touch of things that can spread the disease to a minimum. Since we're not handing out bulletins, we're going to still send all of the prayer requests to you through email. You can also follow along with the service provided with the overhead like we have every week. We also want you to know that we are providing social distancing with our chairs. So both here in the sanctuary and out into the Welcome Center, we will have our chairs spread out into family units, meaning there might be 2 chairs, 5 chairs, 3 chairs. If your family is bigger than the number of chairs that are set out, simply add chairs to that family unit. We just want to make sure that we're keeping our 6 feet of distancing apart. We also want to let you know that we will not be doing our normal greeting during the announcement time. We also will be doing corporate singing. Again, we've talked about this, so please be aware of those around you. We will still continue to take up the Lord's tithes and our offerings. So our ushers will come around, and I know it might seem a little awkward, but the point is not to pass the bag. They'll just simply walk in front of you. If you have your tithes and offering and you want to place it within the bag, please do so. If you're continuing to send it in through your bank or online, that's great. We will continue to have the Lord's Supper on our proper Sundays. The elders, however, will come and they will hand out the elements in front of each row. So again, you'll have the bread that will be put into an individual packet that will be handed to you. You will also have the individual cup that will be handed to you. Again, this is just to help during this temporary time to protect one another. And just to let you know, I will not be coming to the back of the sanctuary to greet anybody. However, I will stay up at the front so that anyone who has questions or concerns or any questions that need to be answered can come and speak to me. You also feel free to talk to your ruling elders. They're available to answer any of your questions or concerns that you might have. And again, if you're staying around to have fellowship, that's great. Just remember to keep those social distancing protocols that are set aside in the recommended guidelines. Again, we'd love to have you back. So come and worship with us, and may the Lord bless you and keep you. Amen.